Philadelphia Eagles. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And in so the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley.
And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line. Throwing Jones. Going deep downfield for Ross. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. John Ross. His 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Giants on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
A fairly short kick from the 14. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
And this is caught by Watkins. It's a room to maneuver. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins
with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good with a PAT.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And you know, there's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Eagles are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
He finds his man, complete. That's Watkins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
So the completion there, and CD, as we know, trying to defend against an NFL quarterback, that's one thing. Trying to defend against a mobile NFL quarterback, that's quite another. What's the plan here defensively?
Well, the pass rush has to still try and get to him, and especially the guys on the edge, but they're going to go maybe a count slower, right? They want to make sure they don't get too far upfield where he steps up and takes off through a lane. The same is true for those interior guys as well. So you've got to change it up with him. Try and keep him hemmed into the pocket, and occasionally you throw a spy on it. A fast linebacker or one of your extra defensive backs who can dance with him a little.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
Picked off by Keon Crossan.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Yeah, he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Second down and 8. Throwing is Hurts.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Barkley again, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want it. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Dexter Lawrence. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack on first down, Hurts escaping the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Gano for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat.
Touchdown, Philadelphia!
Quez Watkins.
78 yards. And the Eagles get a score closer. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Off the play fake. Jones Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
2nd and 10.
To throw again. Jones. He's going to take another shot here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
Jones throwing for it.
Flushed out right. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked by Julian Love.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coach,
and he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Jones, he's going to float this one deep right side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Giants are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point try good by Gano. And a rout is on here in this first half. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Over the middle to Smith. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Right back to Sanders on first down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And incomplete on the deep ball.
While the ultimate result was an incomplete pass, they sure look like a well-coached team because once he got outside of the pocket, the scramble rules come into effect. And a lot of the guys who ran deep routes, they come back closer to the line of scrimmage, and the running back usually runs a check down.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Now Jones off the play fake. That ball caught by Slayton. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Jones on first down.
Once again, he finds Slayton.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. Jones now. A final shot before break.
Open man, he's got him. It's Tony for a Giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney
As time expires in the first half.
And the Giants would extend their lead here just before halftime.
The final shot before break. Jones. And it's going to be caught. Not sure why they went for 2, but they do get it. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. On the return, Boston Scott. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kyle Pitts, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will cut this lead down to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's